I started dancing at the age of 4 in Bruges in Belgium. One of my friends just asked me if I wanted to join a summer camp which involved dance, and I joined along, having never done dance before, and I just caught the dancing bug straight away. There was something about being in sync with the music, working with other dancers to create this piece, and I just loved it. And I started increasing the amount of hours that I danced, and I did pretty much everything. I did ballet, hip-hop, jazz, contemporary, flamenco. I dedicated a lot of my young life to going to dance classes. And at the age of 10, I joined the Royal Ballet School in Antwerp, Belgium. And that's vocational training, which means you are training to become a professional. And if you think about it, I was pretty young to decide that that's what I wanted to do. But I joined at the age of 10. Again, I loved it. I made really great memories there. I loved the dedication of, really dancing to become a professional and not just dancing because you love it. When I was 15, I entered a competition in Dinan in France, which I ended up winning, and one of the prizes was a 2-week scholarship to do the summer school at the Royal Ballet School in London. So I went along to that summer school. It was a great time. The Royal Ballet School is just such a nice place. And at the end of the 2 weeks, I was offered a 3-year scholarship to join the upper school of the Royal Ballet School, which is the final 3 years of their vocational training program before they let their students graduate and go on into professional ballet companies. The Royal Ballet School is the school of the Royal Ballet. It's such a renowned school to join, and it's very hard to get in. So when I got that opportunity, I just grabbed it with 2 hands, and I started a few weeks later. I was there for 3 years, and I worked so hard. And at the end of the 3 years, I was offered a contract with the Royal Ballet Company, which is ultimately what every student there wants. So I was over the moon. I joined the Royal Ballet Company just 1 month after graduating from the Royal Ballet School, and I danced with the Royal Ballet for 6 years and got promoted to first artist in that time as well. And I just had an amazing time. It's a great company to be with. But it was time I felt towards the end that I needed to do something else with my life. And that's where my journey altered into what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to make other people fall in love with dance and ballet in particular as much as I did. I want to motivate them. I want to fall in love with the art form. I want people to be passionate about what they're doing. And that's my mission that I'm on now, is to give back and to share my knowledge that I have had through my training and through my dancing career to other people. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Sander's so much fun and relaxed, so we're all super comfortable dancing together.
Sander really loves teaching, and it really comes across, and it's infectious.
I enjoy your looks.
Sander's really encouraging, and he's got a great sense of humour.
Sander provides great attention to detail and perfect corrections.
Sander's so enthusiastic and gets us all dancing together. We love his energy.
Joining BBT was the best decision of my life.
It's like a family one here.
I find it as a newcomer, it's just decidedly undaunting, which is really nice to find somewhere that you can immediately come and have fun.
I think that's because he allows you to make mistakes, and you don't feel so embarrassed about making mistakes.
It's my favourite time of the week, and Sander definitely makes it special.
Sander teaches me new in every single class, and he inspires me to work even harder.
Sander's really encouraging, and it's really nice to have a teacher who cares about you getting better and improving.
I feel like I'm actually learning to dance in Sander's class, it's not just learning steps.
7, 8. Fondu in front and frap and frap and frap and frap. Fondu to the side and the back and the side and the front and the side and the in. And fondu to the back and the frap and the frap and the frap and the frap. Fondu to the side and the front and the side to the back and the side and the in. Good, rising up, find that balance. It's over, you can breathe. Good, find it. That's it, Francis, fix it. Good, closing fifth. At Blommaert Ballet Toning, I run several classes for adult dancers. And these dancers, they come to me because it's their hobby. They come to work on the ballet technique. Some people come because they just want to be a bit more graceful or just get a better posture, which you get through ballet anyway. So I run 8 weekly classes at the moment. And the other side of the business is my private coaching, where I teach young students and I select these students. They come for their first class. It's kind of like an assessment class to see whether I want to help them, because it's both ways. And my aim is for those students to get into vocational schools, such as the Royal Ballet School, where I develop my later training. In my first summer in my working career, I went to visit my twin brother in Germany, and he's an Olympic figure skater. And during my time there, I was asked if I could teach ballet to figure skaters. So I took that opportunity, and over the next 6 years, I was invited to go every summer, and I worked with some really big names in the figure skating world, and that's how I got introduced to teaching ballet and working with other dancers and athletes, and I just really liked that side of the dance world. I came across the Ballet and Education course that the Royal Opera House and the Royal Ballet School offered, which is a yearly course, and I took that course, and that course was to teach recreational dancers, and what that means is it was to teach pretty much everyone. So I can teach children, older people, people with disabilities. I learned so much on that course. It was very valuable to my teaching and my teaching experience, and I'm glad I did it. Now, a professional dancer's career is quite short. It's about 10 to 15 years, if you're lucky that you don't get injured prior to that. And I was lucky with injuries, but towards the final year of my dancing career, I just knew that I lost that passion for performing, and I knew I would be better on the other side of the ballet world, so helping other people to achieve being better and performing better. And that's when I decided that I wanted to become a full-time teacher, and that's when I transitioned my career. So, and at the school, it's, you know, people don't just come for classes. I've really tried to make sure that there's an opportunity for a performance as well. So I have one class where I teach choreography, either existing or my own choreography. And that's really working towards the performance, which a lot of adult dancers don't get the opportunity to do very often. So it's working towards a live show, having a real audience there, and really get a feel of what it's like to work as a professional dancer. You know, you rehearse, you practice, and then you perform it. And it's, you know, it's nice to be in that, you know, to feel it and to smell it. It's just, yeah. Leading up to the performance, you know, from teaching the choreography, practicing the choreography, looking at what costumes to wear, what makeup to wear, how should we do our hair, you know, the nerves you get before the performance, the actual performance itself, and then the joy you get afterwards. You know, dancers really love it, and they love being part of that experience. So in my private classes, I work with a single individual, and these students come to me because they either want to work on their ballet technique, and it can be, you know, I want to work on adage for an hour, or I want to get higher extensions, or I want to get more flexible. Or they come to me with an existing choreography that they need coaching on just before an important audition or a competition. Or I get the whole package where they ask me to choreograph a piece, rehearse the piece, take them to a competition. You know, it's very exciting, and every day is different, and every lesson is different, and that's what's exciting for me as a teacher, as well as being able to help that individual. I've been asked to judge the Young Dancers competition in Brussels for the second time round this year, which was very exciting as well for me as a teacher, and quite an honor to be able to sit there and you know, use my expertise and, I don't want to say judge students, but, you know, assess where they are in their training. And that's been really exciting to be part of that. Education never stops. I've just done the 2-year vocational teachers diploma at the Royal Ballet School and the teachers course at Trinity Laban to further my experience as a teacher and my expertise, so that I'm now also ready to teach vocationally, which is what I've always wanted to do as well. So I can teach everyone now. I also teach bar workouts and stretch classes at Blommaert Ballet Toning. I didn't want it to be just ballet or just dance. I wanted to be dance and fitness, just so people can come and lead a healthy lifestyle. I've had one client now who's been with me since day one, and she has made such a huge transformation. She's lost half her body weight. And, you know, it's really that to me as a teacher, because she does all my classes, both the dancing classes and the fitness classes. And it's just so rewarding to see how happy she is now in her own skin and how passionate she is about health and fitness and ballet. And it's just really rewarding. I want to keep developing the business. I want to work with kids very soon, and I want to add new classes to the schedule. I've just added a new class, which is a power yoga class, and I've actually gotten someone else on the team. So she's called Naomi Bottomer, who teaches the yoga class, and she's a former ballerina with the English National Ballet and Northern Ballet. And she's just a great addition to the team with a lot of experience in the classes that I offer. But yeah, I really want to expand the business further, and it's all a very exciting process. Hi everyone! How are we today? Yeah, we good? Alrighty. Thursday, nearly the weekend. Any injuries I need to know about?